Rebels. I am live today with one of our rebels, another rebel, Sarah Fryjones. I've just realised I did not capitalise the J. Oh no, terrible person. But Sarah Fryjones is live with us today to talk all about her 50 questions to help you understand your ideal client better and to give us an insight into what she offers as a business and how it helps other business owners and people grow themselves. So Sarah, just give an outline, 50 questions to get to know your ideal client. What is the value of this?
Okay. So first of all, from previous experience myself, it took me a long time to really nail down who my ideal client was. I used to basically just say all business owners need a website, all business owners need email marketing. But that doesn't really help when you're doing your social media marketing, and it doesn't really help when you're trying to put your offers out there. So it's just to hone down exactly who is your ideal client, and giving them like a person, giving them a persona. So it's what's their name, where do they shop, how do they shop, where are you going to find them, all that, that sort of jazz, so that you can get really nitty gritty with who it is that you're trying to sell to, really. I was very much trying to sell websites to builders at the same time as mums.
Yeah.
It really didn't work. So yeah, trying to just hone down that messaging.
Amazing. So can you give us a little bit of background? So I just jumped straight into the question because obviously we've shared a resource, which you guys will find in the description, which is 50 questions to get to know your ideal client. But I haven't shared who you are, like your background, any like insight to you as a business owner and your experience. I'd love to give you just share a bio with us and the rebels to like give us an idea of what your background is and what your expertise is.
Okay, so I'm a mom, basically. First of all, got 4 kids and 2 stepkids. Wow. So I do like to help mums.
Yeah.
But when I started business, it was because I didn't want to go back to work, essentially, which why a lot of people start. And I remember sitting on the bed one day, crying my eyes out. I didn't want to go back to work. I had a brand new baby, and I internet searched, like, literally, what business can I start? Any business. I didn't care what. It was just something. And I started off making baby shoes, baby slippers.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
You're quite creative then.
They were very cute. Yeah, I've always been a creative type. So they were very cute. But it got to the stage, the bigger my business grew, the more I was at a sewing machine, and it kind of started to feel a bit like a factory.
Yeah.
And that wasn't how I wanted to go. So from that, I'd designed my own website. I obviously did my own social media marketing, etc. And I thought to myself, I really want to just focus on the bits that I love, which is the social media, the talking to people, building my website, and get rid of the factory style, let's make baby shoes. And that's what I did. And my first client, bless her, who's still with me now, she was just like, well, you can do my social media for me. And I was like, okay, but I don't really know what I'm doing. And that was sort of, a couple of years ago now. And since then, it's just sort of snowballed. So I design websites, I do social media marketing, I do emails, funnels, etc.
So you've gone from baby shoes to social media management.
Yeah. And website design. My dad used to be a website developer.
Oh, nice.
For small businesses locally, and I used to sort of sit there and watch him writing all this code, and I think that has helped a lot to just sort of steer me down that path. And I did used to phone him sort of as my technical advisor, and I'd be like, Dad, what am I doing? And
that's so helpful.
Yeah, really helpful.
Yeah.
And now I know.
So great. Okay, so you've kind of always been exposed to like website design. As a youngster, really. Okay. And so what's the biggest sort of problem that you see with businesses and their social media and their websites?
First of all, do you know what? Most of the time, it's imposter syndrome. With social media especially, they don't believe in themselves, so they don't know what to put out there. They don't know what to write. They don't know how to write it, and sometimes they get so stuck that they just don't do anything. And then occasionally they'll put a post out, once a week. But it's really like I don't know what to put. And then it's the time factor as well. They're so busy that they just haven't got time. So it's just trying to help people to get through that. And, so, I can take it off their hands, or I do have a little membership where I can just sort of teach them how to do it themselves, which works really well. So, and the website, they start on Squarespace and things like that. And then they're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah. They're very easy to build on those sites, but it's not super great. It's not great for really expanding and growing as a business. You've got to
No, absolutely not. No.
So how is it that you feel that you help businesses with that?
So I only use WordPress,
right?
First of all. I am then able to sort of connect all the different bits that you need alongside WordPress. But like your calendar and your MailerLite, and I try to do it on a low cost option, because I understand that a lot of business owners haven't got loads and loads of money to just throw at things. So I try to show people how to do it, or do it for them on a low cost option. I am currently looking into something else which I can't go on into here, but it's super exciting, and it's a new platform, and it's just kind of a watch this space sort of
Is
thing.
that not available for anyone who you work with at the moment?
Not at the moment.
No. Okay. So available for people right now. How does it? What does your service entail?
So I can design a website for them, and then I can help them with their email marketing and get that integrated onto their website. I can help people with the social media and their lead magnets, things like that. So just,
what do you feel like you really specialize in? Like, if you would say, have to go, oh, this is what I'm really, really great at. What would you say?
Web design.
Yeah,
I love it. Absolutely love it. Just taking someone's idea, I quite fancy this is my business, this is what I do, and sort of packaging that up to be just something so beautiful and usable. The main thing is just great. I love it.
And so what's your process
of web design?
Yeah, like talk us through, like, maybe, so you get on a call with someone, they're like, oh, I'm interested in, I don't know, what would be the typical thing they'd say to you if they get on a call with you? Like they're
okay. So typical call, they would basically come to me saying, I need a website. So I have a few different package options. I can start a low cost website, which is only 200 quid, bargain. And I explain to them what they can have in their website. So some people need a bit of everything. Some people don't really need that much at all because they've just started out. And then 9 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, let's go for it. So then it's a case of getting all their information off them, photos of what they'd use, what they would like written, what sort of services they provide, any lead magnets, etc., that they've got already. And then I just get it all done.
And do they have an existing website already when they come to you, or they just like, oh, I've got no idea how to do this?
Most of the time, they have no idea.
Right. Okay.
So I have had people who have already got a website and just need it updating, because a lot of the time it's things like it looks great on a laptop, but it's no good on a mobile phone. So it's just a case of going in there and just getting that all set right so that it works on both. But yeah, most people that I work with tend to not have one at all. Yeah.
And so how do they find you in general? Like
So my business name is Ojan's Business Solutions.
Like, how do you spell that?
Ogens, Ojes, which
Ojenes.
Jones mixed up.
Yeah, okay.
So Ogens Business Solutions. Most of my custom comes through networking.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely love networking. Like, your networking is amazing. Absolutely incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'd pick your brain about that all day long. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. We love networks and networking, obviously.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And that's where I pick up most of my customers from, is just networking and talking to people. So
what's the big vision then for your business, for life? Like, where do you see?
Oh, goodness me. So Ogen's Business Solutions was set up as Business Solutions because eventually I'd like to have like a little agency.
Nice.
Whereas we've got a whole team of people who can do everything. So when you are in business, you've got coaches who need courses built, you've got people there's all sorts of things. And it's just having a team together of people who specialise in all the different things so that we can do everything. That's the big vision.
It's very hard when you're starting out or you're a small business owner and you are wearing all the hats. Like, that is very, very hard. And it sometimes can stop you from getting really big or like having lots of customers because you've got to service everything. So essentially you want to get to a place where you've got an amazing team who are doing all the work for you. And do you see it like, do you see yourself branching into different areas or just sticking with like website design?
So I do, it's tech and marketing. So although it's web design, I see myself, Ogen's Business Solutions is going to have a little bit of everything that you need to run a business, especially an online business.
Right.
Okay, so it'll be the marketing side of it, all of the tech side of it, not just websites, everything.
Yeah.
And just having it all in one place so that you're not having to like go here, go there, and go everywhere to find all these different components to put together.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then you're going to just manage everything for someone all under one roof.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
That's the goal. That is the goal.
And do you have a timeline for this goal? Like, how long will it be?
Oh, you're pushing me.
Right. Yeah. I want to know, Sarah.
Let's put a timeline on it. I would reckon. Do you know what I've done? I've done quite well so far. It's come quite quickly.
Nice.
But I'm going to say 2 years.
Okay. Amazing.
Enough time without like, oh my god.
That's a really good timeline for
and
a
I've
goal.
written that down as well because I'm going to.
Good. Yeah, we love that. We're big on goal setting here. We actually have one of the rebels inside the tribe. He's just a goal setting expert. He does a weekly call on that, and he's always like, you got to nail it down. You've got to commit to it. You got to say it. You've got to speak it into the world, and then that's how you can kind of start bringing it into existence.
Yeah.
So I want to round this into what you've shared with us, the free resource, 50 questions to get to know your ideal client. How did you come to these questions? What kind of different questions are there?
Okay, so the questions are things like, who is your ideal client? Where are you going to find them? What are they worried about? What are they scared of? It's all the general questions that you can get about your ideal client. But the reason I've done that is because when I do social media marketing or I do website design, a lot of the time people don't really know. And, when I'm building a website for them, I want their website or their social media posts or their emails, in fact, to actually hit the right button.
Nice.
I want it to speak to the right people. And if they don't really know who their ideal client is, and I'm doing a website for them, it's not going to hit the right people because it's going to be a bit wishy-washy. So before I do anything for people, that's like the first step. They need to know who their audience is, who they want to sell to.
So it works the two thing. It's like, this will help you clarify who you're selling to, but that is also the very first step of anything that happens when someone's working with you. It's like, you need to drill into this for your work to be of quality.
Yeah.
But if someone's not necessarily working with you, it will help them drill into who their ideal client is.
Yeah.
So do you find that it's a big thing that people really just don't know who, or like, I think so the title is 50 questions to help you get to know your ideal client. So it seems like there's like an intimacy element to it. It's like, you've got to like become connected to them rather than just like to know who they are. You need to get to know them. Almost like it feels like there's a relationship being built.
Yeah.
And feel like, is that something you see a lot, that people don't have a relationship or that sort of connection with who their ideal client is?
Yeah. I get it time after time. Well, anyone can buy it.
Yeah.
You know, what do you sell? Oh, I sell coaching for people to be able to talk online.
Right.
Yeah, but who are you? What people? And they're like, well, anyone who's online. And it's like, no, but who?
Right. And so how would you? What would be a better response to that?
Well, just drilling it down. So my target audience, my ideal client is females who are in the coaching space,
right,
who change people's lives through what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that doesn't mean that I don't work with men, because the last 2 people that I signed up for a website were men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not going to turn them away. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, when they went on my website, which is flowers and hearts, it certainly isn't designed for them, but yet they'd heard of me from somewhere else, so they still came to me.
Yeah, there's definitely something in strong branding, not that connects with people, that it's not meant for. Like, there's like, you know, if your website's designed very feminine, it doesn't mean that people who are masculine won't connect with that, because people can recognize a quality website and think, well, I want my website to be of this quality. So it's not. So it's sometimes my specialism is in messaging strategy and in copywriting. So that's something I speak to my clients about a lot. Is like, by honing in, you'll end up getting more people. I remember one of my first clients. I was like, I made him get really specific on one of his his adverts, and he was like, this is going to alienate people. I was like, well, why don't you see? And he was like, I got cheaper leads of more people from a broader audience, and like, these people aren't the people that this technically spoke to. But I'm like, you can't determine what you say is going to speak to people. Quality speaks to quality people, whereas fluff speaks to fluffy people. That's kind of how I imagine it. It's like, sometimes the specifics don't necessarily connect to the specific of the person, but the quality connects to a quality interpretation. That's kind of how I sometimes see it. But I do find that by refining, you get more, which is kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, well, it's just, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It speaks to the right people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
People read it and they're like, oh, that's me. So, but I mean, you would obviously know a whole lot more than me on this, because you're a copywriter.
Well, it's self-taught. I wouldn't say, like I get really, I struggle to own the title of copywriter. I write copy as a thing I do. I wouldn't necessarily go, that's my flag in the ground. I would much more associate as I am a business owner and I'm a brand owner. I have a brand to business owner network. It just so happens I write a lot of copy for that business. Yeah, that's kind of how I'd place myself. But I'm learning every day, and it's always such a great experience to be in front of someone else who is in that field of like helping people refine, because I'm reminded, oh yes, this is still important, because you can get out of it sometimes, and I can be sometimes a bit like disconnected from earlier stages. Maybe sometimes, because I sometimes say this, we teach stuff assuming that the principles are there, but a lot of the times people just really struggle with the simple things like, who is my ideal client? Well, everyone will buy it's right. This package is right for everyone. It's like, yeah, but that's not, it's not, you know what, it could be right for everyone, but not everyone will buy it if you speak to everyone and not someone specific.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is easy to forget that is where a lot of people are.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are still at that stage of
Massively.
Yeah, which is fine. You know, we all start there. Absolutely, we all start there.
Yeah, we still like have to like refine. We're refining all the time.
All the time.
All of the time. I've been in business since 2017, and I'm constantly refining. So yeah, it's a part of the process from start to finish, and it never gets easier. Actually, no, that's a lie. It does get easier, but it's still something you have to contend with regularly. So for those people that are maybe feeling like a bit uncertain about who their ideal client is, the resource, it will be in the description of this video, all over the place. It'll be a link. It might not be a hyperlink, so you might have to copy and paste it. What is it? The manualness of copying and pasting, but that will get you to Sarah's resource, which is how 50 questions to help you get to know your ideal client. And of course, it will help you get into Sarah's ecosystem. And if you're interested in working with Sarah, that is probably a great place to start and to start to know her. Do you have an email list? Will it send them emails once they?
Yeah, it'll send them emails, which will invite them to my group. I've got a free group.
Amazing.
Journey. In your small business journey, we do coffee mornings on a Monday.
Love that. I wish we spoke more about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
So coffee mornings every week on a Monday. But if they sign up to the freebie, then they get on the thank you page. There's a link to my group. So
I love that. We're big advocate of that. Yeah, big fan of groups. That is one of the ways to get to know your audience. So that's amazing. Well, Sarah, it's been absolutely wonderful speaking with you this morning. Thank you for taking the time to talk to the Rebels. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Just for everyone else watching, check out the description if you're interested in getting Sarah's lead magnet. And of course, also joining Sarah's group. She has coffee mornings on a Monday. And it's for, what's the name of the group? Sorry?
Your Small Business Journey.
Your Small Business Journey. I think that's really relevant for a lot of people watching. So yeah, make sure you get onto Sarah's resource to help you get to know your ideal client, and also it will help you get into Sarah's group. She'll give you a link to that once you've signed up. You'll be invited.
Yeah, well, just search me on Facebook, Sarah Fryjones, and my link is there as well. So yeah,
amazing. Thank you so much, Sarah. Any last words for you?
I just wanted to point out that the reason I'm here is because I won Buzzword Bingo.
Yes, you did business buzzword bingo,
which was in your networking, which is absolutely incredible, and I really appreciate it. Really, really good.
That is, yeah.
And I actually signed up a new client from your last networking event.
No,
so
that's amazing. I love that.
So people need to make sure they go every time. Every time it's on, make sure you're there.
Oh yeah, definitely. We need to hear more of these stories. Like if you've been to the Rebellious Business Network events, the live events we do monthly, sorry. Let us know if you had success with that. Sarah has just shared that she got a client from there, and that's what we really want. This network isn't for us to try and, I don't know. Obviously, we do love getting clients and getting tribe members from the Facebook group and from the network, but really it's created for you. It's created for those rebellious business owners who want to get further in business, and we connect you with the rebels that help your business grow and soar and thrive. So yeah, I haven't put a link in the description, but we're quite loud about it. So we'd love for you to join the Rebellious Business Network. The next one is October 10th. I'm going to say October 10th. Anyway, but this is all about you, Sarah. Thank you so much for giving us some credit. This is all about you. We love that. Just so, like, Sarah won Business Buzzword Bingo, which happened on the networking event, which is why we're making this all about Sarah today. So if you are watching this, go check out her resource and her group. We love to elevate the rebels. This is all about you, Sarah. So thank you for your graciousness and mentioning us, and also just for being brilliant. It's been great. Woo!
Thank you so much.
Everyone, hopefully see you on the networking event, and you'll see our next live interview from the next winner of Business Buzzword Bingo next month. Have an amazing day.